Aliens. They're a subject of fascination for many and a source of debate among scientists, researchers, and normal people alike. But are they real? The answer to many is a resounding yes. The argument for aliens being real is based on a variety of factors. For one, scientists have long argued the possibility of life existing on other planets is very real, just given the number of sheer stars and planets in the universe. Recall that the established experts of the day burned Giordano Bruno alive at the stake. I guess they burned him dead at the stake, right? He was alive at first, he was dead at the end. Simply because he asserted the possibility that there are other planets and perhaps life on those planets. So much for established experts of the day. Are they so different today? So, in addition, volumes of UFO sightings have been reported around the world, some of which have been captured on video, photographs, multiple radar, infrared, and other MASINT, or measurement and signature intelligence. Some of these sightings have been corroborated by multiple experts, multiple witnesses, professional observers like fighter pilots their life depends on proper analysis and identification of objects that are in their airspace. So this leads to the credence that the idea, of the idea that aliens, whatever they are indeed out there. There is something. So you might argue what it is. You may not. I don't know. It's until we know, I guess, right? So in addition, some scientists and crackpots alike have argued that certain physical evidence, such as crop circles and mysterious structures, may be evidence of aliens visiting the Earth. While many of these claims are bogus, some remain unexplained and could very well be evidence of, or valid evidence of life from elsewhere. Logically, one source of proof in a sea of noise is sufficient. If an alien is standing face to face with you, the fact that there are many false claims is moot, as false claims do not prove the negative. There were thousands of failed attempts to create the light bulb. They only needed one to work. Those thousands of failed attempts did not prove that the light bulb was impossible. Of course, there are those who would argue that aliens are not real. Some close-minded skeptics point to the apparent lack of concrete evidence of aliens as proof that they do not exist, which is, of course, a logical fallacy. Others suggest, off the cuff, that the sightings reported could all be explained away by natural phenomenon. Only that the Pentagon released a report indicating that all those that could be explained away were removed, and there is still a collection of recorded events that could not be explained away as natural phenomena. And this is only with the military's recorded events. There are many observed events by non-military personnel. And in regards to the concept of there being no evidence, isn't it odd that witnesses' testimony is sufficient to condemn someone to life in prison or death, depending on the jurisdiction, yet not sufficient to be even called evidence when it comes to unknown aerial phenomena? This is also ignoring all the MASINT made public by the military. Some may argue that the intelligence that was released by the military is bogus. So you can just, it doesn't matter how much evidence or what the source is, you can always dismiss it. So recently in a congressional hearing, it was officially admitted that unknown craft have hovered over U.S. military sites and that there were also so many radar anomalies going stupid fast that filters had to be added to radar systems to filter these anomalies out. Is that not sufficient to count at minimum as evidence. I'm not saying proof, but at least evidence. So to claim that there is no evidence is kind of thin. Ultimately, the debate over whether aliens are real is likely to continue for some time. But with the evidence that's out there, it's hard to deny the possibility alien life is very real. Whether or not it will be proven conclusively to everyone remains to be seen. After all, there are still people who believe the world is flat, despite all the evidence to the contrary.